May 8th, 2009. Crazy day for me and for a lot of people in Southern Illinois. So like I said, I was in grade school at the time, and the night before we had some storms that woke us up in the middle of the night. I think the winds even picked up and knocked our trash can over, and it was raining super heavy, and it woke us all up because we lived in a town. Me and my family lived in a town called Virgins at the time, and we had a storm the night before. I think 2 nights previous, or a couple nights previous to the story I'm about to tell you guys. So on the morning of May 8th, 2009, my bus picks me up. I get ready to go to the grade school, and on my way to the grade school, the sky is pitch black. I see lightning, and it's pouring down rain. And we had a forecast for severe weather, possible tornadoes that day. But, you know, as a kid, you're not thinking about tornadoes. You just want to go to grade school, color in books, you know, that type of stuff like that. But whenever I get to the school, you know, half the day goes by, normal day, you know, do my work, and then they let you do whatever you want. And I was in my class. I think this teacher's name was, I want to say her name, but I don't want to, you know, if she watches this video, I don't want to, you know, put her out there if she doesn't want to be put out there. So I'll just call her Mrs. or Miss. So I go to Miss class, and I get all my work done, and then I get on because she used to let us get on the computers and play like these games that the school would allow on the computer for you to download. Does anybody remember cool math games or stuff like that? They would allow us to play some stuff like that. But as soon as I get done with that, you know, we go to lunch, and they were having my favorite thing at the time, which I'm pretty sure this is a lot of everyone's favorite in schools. You know, does anyone remember those square pizzas that they used to have in the schools? Those square pizzas, like the square slices, like those whatever that they used to have. The only good thing in the cafeteria much, because, I mean, the other food just didn't appeal to me. So I was eating my lunch at the time, and, ooh, can y'all hear that rain out there? Yeah, it's raining right now as I'm recording. That's crazy. But as I go into the school, as I go into the cafeteria, I get ready. I'm eating, enjoying the pizza because I was, you know, I think I can't remember. I can't remember what grade I was in, but I was in grade school at the time. So I'm just enjoying the pizza. You know, it's my favorite meal. I think they had it every Friday. It was like some, like, you know, it was a Friday like thing that the school had. And then we hear that there's a tornado warning. We go into the halls, and you know, the storm's over in a few minutes. Nothing bad happened. I think it weakened. I think I seen that, you know, the storm moved on, and then we go back to class. I go back to playing on the computer, and as I start playing on the computer, we hear there's another tornado warning storm coming directly for the school. So, I mean, the teachers are talking about what should we do, and I'm just playing on the computer away, playing this thing on coolmathgames.com, because whenever I was a kid, that thing was just, you know, the thing to do back in grade school. But I look out the window, because there was this big window by the computers where everything was, and I see the sky, and the best way I can describe you guys what I saw, it was a pitch blackish mixed in with a little bit of yellow. I can't remember if it was yellow or just pitch black mixed in with a little bit of different colors. So I look outside, and I automatically, even my little kid head was like, or my little kid brain was like, yeah, there's something going down here. So as soon as I look out and see that pitch black / yellow sky, I start to panic a little bit, because, you know, I was thinking, this is whenever I first got into tornadoes. I'm going to be dropping another video this week and talking about what got me into tornadoes, and what made me want to make videos and study them and go to college for them. But I'm going on a side show here, so I'm going on a side, you know, video here that I'm going to be talking about later on. So I look outside, and it's dark out there, you know, it's raining, and the teachers tell us to go out to the halls, you know, single file. We go out in the hallway and stuff like that. And then my brother was way younger than me at the time, so I asked the teacher if I could have him come over to our class. Unfortunately, they said no, they want everyone with their classes. So the storm starts to hit us, and all you hear is rain coming down, hitting hard. You know, there was even a little hail that hit the roof of the building. And then I was right by, you know, like in schools how they have like those doors, like there's like 4 doors on the side at one time. There's 2 here, there's 2 here. I look out, and I see branches just flying by, and I see in the trash can that we had by the door just roll over. I see branches just flying around on the side of the door, or around the door. And we were in the hallway. For the first storm, we were in the hallway for maybe, I want to say, maybe 15 to 20 minutes at most after this next storm. Next storm lasted almost 45 minutes. We were in the hallway for almost 2 hours. We didn't get to go back to classes that day. And as soon as the storm was over and I seen all these trash cans and stuff, branches, you know, I think even there was even some like large branches just flying through the parking lot. So after that, I go look outside and I go to this classroom across from the Miss teacher that I told you, because I don't want to say her name on here. But I go across and I look directly out the window because the storm came from this side where her classroom is. And I went to this other classroom on this side right here to see what the storm looked like as it passed. And I looked directly at the storm that just went over us and caused all this damage to our school. And then it's just pitch black over there. It's pitch black. The sky is just, it's probably the darkest I've ever seen the sky. And it just blew my mind because I'm just thinking as a kid, you know, was there a tornado that just hit the school? My mother and my grandpa came to pick me up after that, and then I went home. We were out of power for like 2 or 3 days in our tiny little farmhouse. I mean, I don't want to call it a farmhouse. It was just those houses that are like a quarter mile or so apart from each other out there like that. And come to find out, there was like, apparently someone told me there were 2 F1 tornadoes or F0 tornadoes that touched down near us. And looking back on it, I'm thinking to myself, could that have been the tornado that hit the school that caused all those trash cans and all that stuff to start flying by our school? And I look it up and they're like, yes, indeed, there was I think they said there was a confirmed tornado on the ground or something like that, that caused all the destruction between DuQuoin, Illinois, Elkville, DeSoto, West Frankfort, Murfreesboro, I think even some parts of Carbondale too. And looking back on it as a kid, I'm just like, man, 2 tornadoes apparently touched down near my school. So as a kid, you know, whenever I got to go home with my mother and my grandpa, because I was a little kid at the time, because, you know, you're not thinking about what's going on. And I get in the car with them, and I look in the parking lot, I see pieces of branches, I see trash cans, like I said, I see pieces of paper, and I think I even seen some pieces of the roof in the parking lot. As we're leaving, there was branches everywhere. I've never seen so many branches in one place before. And when we get home, and like I said, the power's out, and then we hear about the 2 tornadoes, and I'm like, and I looked directly at my mom, and I was like, Mom, I think I was inside one of them. It's just, and it's one of the craziest memories that I had as a child to see, you know, that dark sky. When I'm playing on the computer or playing the games they would allow us to play on the computers, to look out and see that dark sky approach me, and us being in the hallway for almost 2 hours because the storm just would not stop. It wouldn't stop. And looking out those doors and seeing all that stuff just fly by, it's kind of crazy to me. And the whole time this was happening, it was dead silent in the school. Every single person, all the people in my grade and all the teachers, the principals, and everybody were just looking right out the door, out at what's going on. It was dead silent. It was almost like a horror film or something like that. There was no like, there's a tornado, No, it was dead silent. Like literally, you couldn't hear a bird chirp. It was so quiet. You could probably drop a penny, and that's how quiet it was in that school. And once everyone left, we were out of school for almost 4 days after that, or like 4 or 5 days after that. And then went back to school like nothing ever happened. But this is a crazy experience that happened to me whenever I was a little kid, about May 8th, 2009. You can look it up for yourself. It impacted a lot of Southern Illinois. Thank you for watching this video. And thank you all for giving that one little thing I did about April 2011. All the views it's got, it got over 50 views. Thank you for that, by the way. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Please tell everyone you know about this video. Thank you, and have a great day.